And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. You know, sometimes I often hear people read this text as though there is a good and an acceptable and then a perfect will of God. But that is not what this text is saying. This text is saying that the good and acceptable and perfect will of God is the perfect will of God. There is no acceptable and good will of God outside the perfect will of God. There's not three different wills of God. God is not accepting a will that is not his perfect will. He is not aligned with a will that is not his perfect will. God is not in alignment with things that we call acceptable that is outside his perfect will. He is not getting in alignment with what we want and what we call acceptable. It is his perfect will that he's in alignment with, and that he puts his stamp of approval on. His good, acceptable, and perfect will. The Bible tells us not to be conformed, but be transformed. And when God is trying to bring us into something new, there is no bigger hater or opposition than your old. The old mindset, the old ways, that old place, those old things, those old friends. A lot of times God is trying to show us something new. He's trying to give us that vision. He's trying to give us that image of his perfect will. But here we are in the same old cycles of the old. Here we are making plans with the same people God is trying to disconnect us from. Here we are reacting the same way that we did 2 or 3 seasons ago. We are not being transformed by the renewing of our minds. Our minds are not being transformed. Our lives are not being transformed because we are not consistent and we have not made a decision to renew our minds with the word of God, with prayer, sitting at the feet of Jesus, listening to wisdom and counsel, loving truth and understanding and knowledge.